Today we're going to talk about how you can actually create dynamic backgrounds in Camtasia 2023. And then I'm going to show you how you can take this dynamic background, bring it into StreamYard so that you can actually have moving backgrounds in StreamYard thanks to the ability to use custom layouts. So here's how we get started. You're going to go into your library in Camtasia, and then you're going to go to the Dynamic Backgrounds tab. You're going to open it up, and you'll see you have a bunch of choices. And so for today, what we're going to do is we're going to go with this 4-corner gradient. We're going to drag it down to the track line here. And then what we can actually do over here in Properties is we can change the colors. And so in this case, I'm going to change it to some different colors here. We're going to go with some green, and then we're going to go with some yellow, and then we're going to go with a darker green, and then we're going to go with another shade of yellow here. And you can also use the color dropper if you wanted to, if you want to match an exact color, or if you actually have the hex code, you could do that as well. And so we've got that set. So here's what it'll look like when we hit play. And so as you can see, it's moving there. And so we've got ourselves the gradients moving, switching around. And so this is about a 15-second file, but we can actually make it longer by dragging it. So the benefit to this is this will give us a longer portion of time that this will run before it will stop. So I'm going to go with the 1.5 minutes, just for when I go to this next example of how this can work. And in a further video, I'm going to show you too how you can even add titles and other things to this. But for right now, we're just going to go with this. And so as you can see, we've got that set up. So then our next step is we're going to export this as a local file. And so I'm going to name this a StreamYard test background MP4. I'm going to save it to my downloads on my computer, export the file, and you'll see this probably won't take too long to do. And then we're going to go on to step 2 here in a second, which is we're going to show you how we bring this into StreamYard using a custom layout. Okay, so now we're in StreamYard, and so what I'm going to show you is how we get this to work. So first of all, we're going to create, and I'm going to actually edit this one here. We're going to edit this layout. Now what I've done is I've got this media behind, that's going to be our video, and then this is our camera. And so if I wanted to, I could delete the camera, and so then what we'll do is I'm going to use the present, and I'm going to upload the video file. So I've got that test background we had talked about. I'm going to bring that in. So now I've got it running. As you can see, it's taken up the full screen, and it's not playing. As you can see, it's playing, and so we're seeing some of that that effect. So now I want to add a camera slot. So I've got my camera slot here. We can change the size. That's one of the nice things about this custom layouts. If I wanted to have additional cameras, I could. So then I'm going to add myself to the stream. And so now this is working with the background layout. I'm going to hit save. I've called this moving background. I'm going to update the layout. And so what you'll see will happen is this is playing, as you can see along the bottom here, because I went for 1.5 minutes. So I'm getting this to run longer than a few seconds. You can actually, and this is the nice thing about these files in Camtasia, you could make these files much longer if you wanted to. The only downside at this point is that if I decided I wanted to share something else to the screen, go to a different layout, then I'm going to have to consider that. But if you want to start playing around with moving backgrounds, this is a great way to do it by using the video file background feature in Camtasia, and it'll allow you to now have some movement while using StreamYard. So I hope you find this helpful.